I used to lead Brooklyn North in gun arrests for years. I locked up a lot of people.
You could say Jimmy Dennedy bleeds blue.
My family goes back to 1882 in the police department.
This is his grandfather, Patrick. Dennedy is third-generation NYPD, retired after 20 years.
I cared about the job. You work with good guys, and sometimes they get hurt.
It's obviously very emotional for you.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, Dennedy is tough.
I was a rough house guy.
But then, as now, his mission is still the same.
You're trying to stop people from, robbing, killing, shooting, selling drugs, hurting people, Now you try to do it from the inside out.
The inside that Dennedy is talking about are two upstate correctional facilities, Otisville and Shawangunk.
You're surrounded by, murderers,
Yeah.
robbers, sex offenders, just every...
Yeah. Some guys have 5 bodies, more than that.
But for 2 decades, Dennedy has traveled to these prisons every week with his dog-eared Bible to preach, to minister, to listen.
A lot of these guys have committed really heinous crimes, and they're never going to get out of there. But that's somebody's kid, too. I don't pull any punches. Sometimes they talk about a shooting, I talk about a shooting.
William Brennan was in for murder and died in prison a year ago. His widow wrote to tell Dennedy just what his weekly visits meant.
To make him believe that he is a free man in his heart and never to give up hope. When you got this letter, what was your reaction?
Tough to read.
You not only touch the men inside, but you also touch their families on the outside.
Kathy Brennan is that widow who saw firsthand the impact that Dennedy had.
He's a part of them. He became their family, their extended family.
I was in this time for selling drugs.
Jimmy Lynch has been out of prison for 9 years. Over the course of his 49 years, he served a total of 24, the last 6 ministered by Dennedy.
He could get to the core of you. He could get in you, and he could get you to express yourself.
To this day, Lynch stays true to the lessons learned inside.
I just think the world of him. I know for a fact he's had a major impact on thousands of people's lives.
Dennedy is not paid for these twice-weekly visits to prisons, and continuing his family's tradition of service to the NYPD, one of his sons, who's a captain on the force. Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.